He walks a crooked mile. The crooked man stepped forth and rang the crooked bell, and thus his crooked soul spiraled into a crooked hell, and loved a crooked laugh.
Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I am creating the biggest Halloween look I think I've ever done, and it is the Crooked Man from The Conjuring 2. I saw Misfit Sarah MUA on Instagram create this look and I was honestly floored, so I had to recreate it. I'll link her Instagram in the description below and also a direct link straight to her version of it. I'll also put a link of reference pictures that I used, but let's get straight into this video because I'm getting way ahead right now. So what I've done is, like I do in nearly all of my Halloween tutorials, is get an eyeliner and map everything out. Obviously, as we're doing a lot of body work in this look, I really wanted to get that down first because that's the biggest area that I'm going to have to paint. So once I've drawn out the cravat, the blazer and some of the mouth, I start to paint the shirt white. I will link everything that I'm using in the description down below, but I'm using the white Snazaroo face paint. I did 2 layers of this white to make it completely opaque. I then paint the whole bottom of my face on the outside of the mouth. Then I awkwardly tried to paint under my glasses because I couldn't wear contacts that day. With a grey face paint, I then start to paint the cravat. Then with a small detailed nail art brush and some black face paint, I paint the outlines of the shirt and the cravat. Once I've done that, I then start to shade in around the shirt. I do this with a black eyeshadow and a really big fluffy brush, and I start to do it just around the collar, and then I bring it up all over my neck and then right up to my jawline. I then start shading in the collar of the shirt to make it look a bit more 3D. I do this with a black eyeshadow and start to create some wrinkles in the shirt. Once I'm happy with the collar, I do this same technique down on the front of the shirt. To make the whole thing look a bit more 3D, I created some shading around the cravat to make it look like there is a shadow. I then do some shading on the cravat itself to make it look like it is a little bit folded underneath the blazer. To start the blazer off, I paint it red, and I did mix a little bit of black face paint in with this red as well. I really recommend using a squared flat paintbrush like what I'm using now because it's really good for getting the lines. So my camera stopped recording and I didn't realise, but all that I've done is use that nail art brush and just outline the lines of the blazer that I drew earlier. To start adding depth to the blazer, I get a black eyeshadow and create some shadow underneath the collar. I also use this technique around the shoulder/arms. So once I've got that shading down, I start to draw the stripes of the suit. I start off using a white face paint and drawing lines going downwards on the collar. I then carry on drawing the lines down on the main body of the suit and the arms. Next, I get a black face paint and draw a stripe next to the white stripes. This video took me so long to record that my camera kept switching off because it was overheating. But I decided I want the cravat more black, so I filled it in with black face paint but left the highlight sections open, and as you can see now, I filled that in with a light grey paint. I then get a blending brush and lightly go over it and fade it out. With a black eyeshadow, I just go in and top up the shading that I did around the arms and the collar. The body is now complete, and now we need to start doing the face. So what I've done is got a black eyeshadow and just started to kind of dirty the face up a little bit and create some shading around the chin. I also do the same around the side of the mouth, and then I move on to painting the actual mouth itself. Inside the mouth is very dark. The gums are black, but the lips are white. So what I've done is painted where I think the gums will be black, and then I start to create the lips. I painted the lips white, and then I go in with a black eyeshadow and create some shading around it so you can tell the difference between the lips and the face. While I was doing this, I started to fill in the mouth with black face paint, just so it gives me more of an idea of where things are going to go, and in my head I can make sense of it all. As he is smiling, I created some more wrinkles around the top of the mouth with a white and a black face paint. I then contour the side of the cheek a little bit, if you can see, and then I paint my ears white so it bows in with the whole look. Then I finish off at painting my mouth all black. I also bring that shading across my nose. Now I draw the teeth. The Crooked Man's teeth are quite small and pointy. What is quite different to all the other Halloween looks I've done so far that involve me painting teeth. To create the gums, I had the tiniest bit of white face paint on my brush because I really didn't want the gums to be white, I wanted them to be grey. So with the black background and a tiny bit of white paint, you can see that they look more grey. And it also gives them more texture because sometimes you have a lot of white coming through and sometimes a lot of black, and it just makes it look quite cool. So the last step of this look is I paint my hand completely white, as you can see here, and then I go over the ends with some black face paint and then kind of spread it down my hand. Lastly, I get some circle glasses and put them on the top of my hat, and we are good to go. Let me know if you like this tutorial by pressing the like button down below and leaving me a comment. This was the longest makeup look I have done for 2018, so I would really love it if you gave it a like. In case you don't follow me on Instagram, I have been uploading a look every day on my Instagram this October, so if you are looking for some more Halloween inspiration, there are a lot more looks on my Instagram page than there are on my YouTube. But October is not over yet. I still have a ton more Halloween tutorials coming on my channel, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you do not miss them. And then I can see you in my next video. Oh, I didn't say what my Instagram was. My Instagram name is @brooke.ellis_ and it will be linked in the description down below with all the products that I used in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
There was a crooked man and he walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence upon a crooked stile. He caught a crooked cat which caught a crooked mouse.